Hi everyone and welcome back to the English Learning Classroom. In today's lesson, I will introduce you to 10 homophone pairs. The first of each pair is an adjective. After we have looked at all the words, I will incorporate them into a short story to help you better understand their different meanings and spellings. Our first homophone pair is the adjective plain and the noun and verb plain. Plain can be used to describe an object. In this context, it means not decorated or not elaborate. That tablecloth is made from a very plain fabric. Plain can also be used to describe a person. It usually has quite negative connotations because it tends to mean that someone is not particularly interesting to look at. It would be considered rude to call someone plain. The noun, plain, can be an abbreviation of aeroplane, a form of air transportation. A plane can also be a flat or level surface. The verb to plane is most commonly used to describe a bird flying without using its wings. A synonym is to soar. The eagle planed above the trees. Our second homophone pair is the adjective poor and the verb poor. Poor either means lacking financial means, so having very little money, or it means of low standard or quality. It can also be used to show sympathy. That poor cat has nowhere to go. That poor family are poor, which means that they are forced to eat a poor diet. This sentence incorporates all three uses of the adjective. The verb, to pour, is commonly used to describe liquid. It means to flow rapidly and steadily. I poured her a glass of water. It can also be used to describe people. Tourists poured out of the train station, tripping over one another. Our third homophone pair is the adjective and verb bear and the noun and verb bare. The adjective bare can mean naked, so not clothed or covered. It can also mean without any additions, so basic or simple. These pans and this tent are the bare necessities for our camping trip. The verb to bear means to uncover a body part or something else so that others can see it. The lion bared his teeth. The noun bear is a type of mammal. This is a picture of a polar bear. The verb to bear means to carry the physical weight of or to support. He bears the weapons as if they weigh nothing. It can also mean to endure an ordeal. He bears such guilt. She bears the pain well. Our fourth homophone pair is the adjective weak and the noun weak. Weak is the opposite of strong. It means lacking physical strength or energy, and it can mean easily damaged. The treehouse is so weak that it could fall down at any time. A week is a period of time. There are 7 days in a week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Our fifth homophone pair is the adjective whole and the noun and verb whole. Please note that whole is also a noun and an adverb. The adjective and noun whole mean all of something. I ate the whole ice cream. I ate the whole of her ice cream. This means I ate the entire ice cream. Whole can also mean in one piece or in one go, in an undamaged state. Owls eat their prey whole. Whole can also be used as an adverb to emphasize the novelty of something. This book promotes a whole new way of life. The noun whole, on the other hand, is a hollow place within a solid body or surface. There is a hole in my floor. The noun can also mean a gap that needs to be filled because someone or something is no longer there. His deployment to France left a hole in our lives. The verb to hole means to make a hole or holes in something. Our sixth homophone pair is the adjective bored and the noun and verb bored. Bored is used to describe someone who is impatient or tired because they have nothing to do or what they are doing is dull. I am bored with studying. I'm so bored. I wanted to go out with my friends, but they are busy. The noun board is a thin, flat piece of wood or similar material, often used for building purposes. The verb to board means to get on or into a ship, an aircraft, or another vehicle. I am always the first to board the plane. A less common use of the verb means to live and eat in someone's house in exchange for payment or work. Carmen is working as a nanny and receiving free bed and board. Our seventh homophone pair is the adjective tense and the plural noun tense. Tense is also a verb. The adjective tense can be used to describe a tight or rigid muscle. Dancers often have tense calf muscles. It can also be used to describe someone who is anxious with fear or excitement. She has an exam tomorrow, so she is very tense. She is about to win an award, so she is tense with excitement. The verb, to tense, unsurprisingly means to become tense. The noun, tents, is the plural of tent. A tent is a portable shelter made from cloth or similar material. Our eighth homophone pair is the adjective vain and the noun vain. When used to describe a person, vain means having or showing a very high opinion of oneself. Synonyms include conceited, narcissistic, and self-absorbed. As you can probably tell, this is a negative adjective, often delivered with disdain. She is so vain that she got up to receive the prize before the teacher announced the winner. When used to describe a situation, vain means useless or with no result. Synonyms include pointless and futile. She made a vain attempt to help her neighbour find his cat. She tried in vain to remember the name of her old piano teacher. Veins form part of our blood circulation systems, carrying blood to the heart to be oxygenated. Our ninth homophone pair is the adjective new and the past participle of the verb to know. New. New is used to describe something that either didn't exist before or has only just been discovered. She wrote a new play. Scientists have discovered a new element. If you know something, you are aware of it and well informed about it. Tilly knew that the homework was due on Friday. If you know someone, then you have some sort of relationship with them, whether they are a friend or an acquaintance. I knew Tilly. We went to the same school. Our 10th homophone pair is the adjective fair and the noun and verb fair. Fair is also an adverb. The adjective fair has two meanings. It can be used to describe someone with a light complexion or blonde hair. Fair can also mean without discrimination or favouritism. Synonyms include impartial, just, and equitable. The adverb fair means without trying to have an unjust advantage over someone else. He has more sweets than me. That's not fair. The noun fare, on the other hand, is the money paid for a journey on public transport. I got a cheap bus fare today. Fare can also mean a range of a particular type of food. Traditional Scottish fare. I don't very often hear this one used. The verb to fare means to progress in a particular way over a particular period. Let's hope that her business fares well over the next few years. Carmen had managed to convince Tilly to get into the Queen's carriage, and they had been travelling across a large plain for quite some time. Your Majesty, I'm bored, Carmen whined. How long is it until we are home? Oh, you're not going home, the Queen replied. Tilly knew that they were in trouble, and she felt her blood run cold through her veins. Even Carmen, usually so relaxed, seemed tense. I need to go home, please, Carmen mumbled. I have a plane to catch tomorrow. My family are going on holiday. You poor thing. You'll miss it. I'm terribly sorry. The Queen didn't sound sorry at all. My fare has been paid, and it was expensive. Dad bought us new tents because we are going camping. I can't miss it. That's not fair, Carmen exclaimed. The Queen ignored her. Where are we going? Tilly whispered. Her whole body was weak with fear. It was only Monday, and she was already having the worst week of her life. The Queen bared her pearly white teeth in a terrifying smile. Pour me a glass of water, she said. While Tilly poured the water, the Queen reached into her purse and retrieved a small mirror. Holding it up in front of her face and admiring herself from all angles. She's so vain, Carmen muttered to Tilly. I might be vain, but at least I'm not as plain as you, the Queen retorted, glaring at her. Tilly shivered and looked out of the window. They were travelling through a blizzard. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a polar bear appeared, running alongside the carriage. Tilly leapt back, and Carmen leant over to look. The Queen slammed a large wooden board in front of the window, but Carmen could still see through a hole in the board. Thank you so much for watching today's lesson. If you have any video requests, please do comment them below and have a lovely week. Bye!